What's up with Prey? First, let's clear some things up. There are two Arcane studios, Lyon and Austin. Arcane Lyon goes way back, and it's the OG studio. They did Deathloop after working on Dishonored. Arcane Austin was founded in 2006. They developed this game, Prey 2017, and then went on to make the infamous Redfall. In 2010, Bethesda purchased them, and in 2021, Microsoft purchased Bethesda, but you knew that already. There is also a Prey game in 2006, which has no correlation to this one other than the name. That 2006 Prey game I will not be mentioning for the rest of the video, just to be clear. Prey is a first-person immersive sim from Arcane. The game is amazing and incredibly underrated. I'm gonna say don't play this game on PlayStation. It only runs at 30 frames. Xbox has FPS Boost, which allows you to play at 60, and you're gonna want to. The game is also an 84 meta, and I think it should be higher. Let's break down the mind game. Prey starts with Morgan waking up from an alarm clock, playing a very fitting song. You get up, stroll around your apartment, check emails, drink a bottle of booze, and then you get ready for some testing. I'm gonna be loose with the spoiling because this opening is a masterpiece, so I'd rather you just play it. Pay attention to your surroundings and you'll be rewarded. Thank me later. Anyways, you're invited by your brother Alex to do some basic tests.
I know the test might seem a little unconventional, but it's a you family tradition. Breaking convention is in our blood.
These serve two purposes. One as a tutorial, and the second has to do with neuromods, but I'll get back to that later. These tests are incredibly easy, as most tutorials are, but the scientists are left a little confused.
I'm sorry, can someone please explain to me what's happening?
Shit hits the fan and your day begins again. Something's wrong this time, but this is where the game really starts. You read emails of the failed test that you did with a passing remark of something called neuromods. Neuromods are this game's upgrades, required to add points to one of your skill trees. Rather than getting them through leveling up, you actually find them through the environment. The lore explanation is that removing neuromods wipes your memory back to before you had them installed. This leads into the day restarting thing that we saw. Also why the scientists look confused when you did that tutorial in the beginning. The game takes place on Talos 1, a space station designed to research an alien race called the Typhon. On Talos 1, you are instructed by a robot called January to go to your office.
You need to get to your office. I've updated your map. There's a video you need to see. I know you have a lot of questions.
You go there and watch a video recorded by yourself before having your memory wiped by the neuromods. You find out that January is a copy of this version of Morgan. In the recording, you are told that you can trust what it tells you. The power cuts off. Your brother Alex wants to explain things to you before you watch the video, so you can see his side of things first.
Not until I've had a chance to explain everything in person.
But you get the power back on and the message continues. Morgan tells you that you need to destroy the station so no Typhon can get back to Earth, and that Alex will try to stop you.
Told you wouldn't like it.
As far as you know, your objectives are simple. Gather Morgan and Alex's arming key so you can destroy the station. Rogue robots and Typhon are scattered and will try to kill you, so you will need to survive and maybe save some remaining crew members while you're at it. Let's quickly talk about what an immersive sim is. I'll do it fast. Pause. Immersive sims are what parents think all video games are, which puts a heavy emphasis on player choice. You're put in an environment where you have an objective, but you really have the freedom to complete that objective in any order or however that you want. And immersive sims have systems and mechanics that allow you freedom and respond to you in various ways when you do things your way. On paper, it's kind of hard to explain, and the term is used pretty loosely. You really gotta play them to understand what they are. Examples of immersive sims are this game, Deus Ex, and the Dishonored series. BioShock is considered an immersive sim, but I don't think so. Older games like System Shock and Thief are said to be immersive sims as well, but I haven't played them. Alright, back to the game. The Typhon come in a couple variants. The most common ones are called mimics. These are small four-legged creatures that scurry around and can imitate any object in your surrounding. Attacking them while they're mimicking an object will do bonus damage, but attempting to pick up or use the object that they're portraying will give them a free hit onto you. Another Typhon is a Phantom, a bipedal creature with a ranged attack. They can also come in different elemental types. There are other Typhons that I want to keep a surprise, but I gotta say they aren't very interesting to fight. They each have one gimmick and can usually be exploited, and they don't really work together to take you down either. You also come across Engineers, a floating robot that is typically corrupted. Some friendly types can heal you or your suit integrity for free. Talos 1 is a mastery in game design. You can go to every part of the ship and even leave the station from many of the airlocks and float around in space around it. Some of the exterior entrances don't exactly line up with its interior, but it's not a big deal, and you probably wouldn't even have noticed if I didn't tell you. Before I tell you my favorite feature of the game, I'm gonna remind you to give the video a like if you're enjoying it and to subscribe because it's free. All right. My favorite feature of the game is recycling materials. And I know it sounds boring, but you can pick up small items like coils, wires, and other small shit. They're junk and really to be used in the recycler. Using it opens your inventory and you can put in any item that you have. They will be reduced to basic materials, allowing you to put them in the fabricator and make any item that you want instead. As you go around Talos 1, you'll find recipes for different items that you can make in the fabricator. Some items that you may need only one of, like guns or so, or items that you'll be using often, like ammo and medkits. You can also fabricate neuromods, but they'll use a material that's harder to obtain so you don't break the game. A negative that I have is one main feature once you acquire it, the Psychoscope. This is something that allows you to scan enemies to find out their strengths and weaknesses. That's all well and good, but it also detects the mimics, which kind of ruins their entire gimmick. Bars. The gunplay is passable. You get a wrench right at the start, and this is your melee weapon for the entire game. You then proceed to get a pistol and a shotgun, as well as the most unique weapon of them all, called the glue gun. This shoots a foam-like substance that sticks to surfaces and freezes Typhon, making them more vulnerable to attacks. That sticking to surfaces part is what makes it unique. The globs of glue can be climbed on, so you can expand on the game's verticality. This entire area here, you never go upstairs in the story path, so it goes unexplored unless you use the glue gun to make your way up. And there it is. That's the best example that I can give of what an immersive sim is. Honestly, the game is special, so please check it out. I want to give you a tip if you're planning on playing it. Pretty early on, there's an optional objective to fix the main lift. I didn't do it on my first playthrough and I very much regretted it. So be sure to do that because it'll save you lots of time in the late game. Thank me later. Anyway, should you play Prey? Well, it's the perfect game if you would hide behind a chair.
Look, is he? He's hiding behind the chair.
If you want to use... Wait, what's that noise? If you want to make turrets disappear... and bodies disappear. What's up everyone, thanks for watching. Prey for sure is a highly underrated game. Recently in the news about Redfall's development, they said that 70% of the team that worked on this game left the studio. It sucks to hear, but it's understandable. They clearly wanted to work on single player immersive sims like this one. I just really hope we get a sequel to Prey eventually. The ending is mind-blowing. Don't spoil it for yourself, just go play it and let me know what you think. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe.